Hello, is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So we'll start with chapter number 19, 19, 20, 21, and 22. We are just focusing on examination point of view. So this is related to industrial psychology. So basically, psychology, industrial psychology is the study of man at work as individuals as well as in groups, and also it is the study of the relationship between the individuals and the group. See, as an engineer or as an entrepreneur or as a businessman, you must know that business is nothing but relationship. Business is nothing but study of human being. The mindsets or the mood swings of the peoples, study of the mood swings of the people is very much important. And that nobody has escaped out of these mood swings which you are available, which you are aware. Like suppose if something has gone wrong at the workers or at the staff house, then definitely his behavior will not be proper. Or manager, if something has gone wrong at his house, then definitely he will try to take that into working environment. So this affect the performance of not only manager or supervisor, it affects the performance of the workers also. So you must understand this very well, and this is what is nothing but the psychology. So what are the aims and objectives of the to improve the situation on the job? Many times the people they are working mechanically, but his mind is totally on what happened at house, not only at house, but the other environment also where he is traveling. If the traveling is that also affect his performance, or if he has seen the accident while coming, so that affects the performance. So the aims and objectives are to increase the moral, to increase the enthusiasm at the work, to bring the mental health of the peoples again back to the normal. And you know, health deteriorates because of the stress. Stress is one of the reason for erosion of the health. So you must understand this psychology, and try to help them to reduce the stress, which will be helpful to remove the risk to the health as well as threats to the safety. Because if his mind is occupied with some other things, then definitely there are chances of accidents at the work. So if you improve this, then definitely the efficiency and the productivity will improve. And improvement in productivity is nothing but improvement in the profit. So, what is the scope of industrial psychology? In industry, psychology is applied to understand to understand the pattern of a working group, to understand attitude, to understand the mindset of the peoples. It is also helpful for employee selection and their placement, for their development, training, to motivate them for evaluation purpose, and also to understand the ability of people's working in you. So this will be helpful to resolve or to work out the to improve the working condition, to improve the equipment design. Because if something is bothering you, right, like something is bothering him, like say he's working at a particular workstation and which is closer to the washrooms, and it is very difficult to work which is adjacent to work. Let example in our institution, like in fourth floor, one of the room was exactly opposite to the washroom, and there was no door closer. So the door used to remain open, and the room which was in front of washroom, it was very difficult to work in that room. And then it was suggested that why not put a door closer to the washroom door as well as to the room where the peoples are working. Why not provide AC, a small AC in that room so that people can work comfortably. So this is how psychology helps to improve the working conditions, because it is very difficult if the smell, if it is too bad, which is just close by, it is very difficult to work. It see human mindset, psychology, the ladies, women psychology. Understanding that is helpful to improve the sales, to improve or plan the marketing strategies. So, as you are aware that groups can be primary groups, secondary groups. See, you have to study the psychology of individuals and then psychology of the groups. Individuals will form the groups. So, primary group here individuals are in face-to-face relationship with each other. That is what the primary group. So here there is a direct interaction, like when we teach in the classroom. So that's a face-to-face interaction. In secondary groups, here the relationships contractual nature. Secondary group like what online teaching can be called as a secondary group where there is no direct interaction. So behavior wise, there will be differences from some learns very fast, some learns very slow, some are slow learner, some are very timid, some are average, some are very aggressive. So why it is like this? So the studies are conducted. There are scientific reasons why certain peoples are timid, why certain peoples are used, whereas some are average, respectful. So there are technical reasons, there are scientific reasons, and the research is carried out. So which helps in discovering the reasons of causes of behavior, the factors which are affecting the behavior, and statistical tools helps to derive the conclusion or helps to analyze the data. Basically, statistic is nothing but handling the data and then interpreting that data. Like sometimes Sachin Tendulkar plays very beautifully, 100, 200, 300, and sometimes he may be out on a simple ball. So that was a poor performance. 200 plus, that's a good performance. So this is ability, and that also can be analyzed, based on the data collected. And this is found that it conforms to the normal distribution curve. So we can interpret from this that 25% of the people they have poor ability, 25% of the people they have very good ability, and 50% they have average ability. So what are the different reasons? Physical characteristics, height, weight, strength. Some people are very strong, heighted, so they have ability to do physical work. Some people are very slim, weighing 30 kg. So you cannot expect to do heavy work. So that is we can't help. So as a manager or the supervisor, you have to see that you get the work done for this type of people also. Another factor is which affects the behavior or psychology, intellectual factors. So some are intelligent, some are not so, some are some understands very fast, some takes time. So ability to learn that differs. So these differences in intelligence are distributed as normal distribution. Then interest and motivation. Some may be interested, some may not be interested. Some are financially sound, so they are protected, so they may not behave properly. And that is true. Why they should bother? Like suppose if you take two personalities behavior and they are working, one has very good financial background, whereas that is Mr. X, and Mr. Y is not financially sound. Like today, suppose if he doesn't earn money, then he is going to starve. starve मतलब खाना नहीं मिलेगा उसको. It is Mr. Y. Now, as a manager, yes, anybody wants to ask? Hello? As a manager, if you scold Mr. X, who is financially sound, and he knows मेरा जॉब जाएगा तो भूखा मरने वाला नहीं है, कमाया हुआ है. So he is not listen. He will not listen. If the manager scolds Mr. So he'll definitely counteract. He'll definitely react. There will be some friction. He's not going to sit. He'll resist strongly because you know job चला जाएगा तो problem. वो भूखा नहीं मरने वाला for another 6 months. And in another 6 months, he is going to get a job. Whereas Mr. Y, जिसका कि कल का खाने का फिक्र है, he will not argue much. Yes sir करके even if he is wrong, he will not say anything. So this is what because you know is चलो घर से मत आओ. It will take some time to find a new job. 10 days, 15 days. So there is problem for you. So this is how it affects the behavior. interest, motivation. So those who are well protected, they may be less interested, they may be less motivated. It is just they're coming as a routine for a monthly salary will rise. Those who doesn't have time will be less interested and less motivated. Temperament, like aggressiveness, it is the degree to which individual responds with emotion. Character, that is honesty, चोरी नहीं करना, झूठ नहीं बोलना, cheating is what is called as a character. Aptitude, education, experience, age, sex. So this all affects the behavior, human behavior. These are the factors which affects the human behavior. There are some other factors also which affects the human behavior, that is physical and dog behaviors, like physical environment. If it is very humid, obviously it is going to affect the performance. If it is air conditioned, then performance will be good. Workspace and layout. There must be sufficient place to stand properly, to sit properly, and to work comfortably. Design and conditions of work equipment. Which are, so that obviously affects the behavior. Like suppose if somebody is lifting the tire, assembling it, तो आदमी भी चिड़चिड़ा बन जाते हैं. जो tiring करने का जो improve the matter that if you just provide a cylinder piston arrangement to lift the tire and sit, so his work is reduced. He'll be happy. So this is how methods affects the behavior. Organizational variables also affects the behavior. Characters of organizations, kind of training motivates, supervision he has. Incentives plays a lot of role in behavior. If he's going to get a good incentives, obviously his behavior is going to be excellent. Social environment. So these are the factors which affect the human behavior. What is group dynamics? Dynamics means something which is changing. So human behavior, that is the behavior of the individuals under the influence of the group. of the group behavior. And we are also aware of this. For example, students. Let's say take an example of 11th standard science students. Like one student till 10th, he has not taken any class and he has now taken admission for 11th and he wants to study. He still doesn't want to take or join any class. He wants to do self-study and he wants to study in the college itself. But he goes to the college and what he finds, there are 100 students in his class and out of 100, almost everybody has joined the classes or tuitions, group tuitions, individual tuitions. He is the only one who has not joined any class. So obviously, what will be his reaction, what will be his behavior? He will come home and tell, Daddy, I want to join the class. So this is how the behavior changes. Sometimes the efforts of the entire group is required. Like maintenance work. That is we called as a collective effort. So there has to be a harmony in the group. After all, it is going to be a teamwork. If everybody doesn't work, like there are 4 people and only 2 are working honestly and 2 are not, then the desired result is not going to get. And that's why this group behavior is very important. So individuals, as an individual, their behavior is different. But when he is in a group, he has to behave differently. Like when he is at a home under or with parents, and when he is in the hostel, staying with or sharing with 3, then maybe he has to wash his clothes, cook his food, everything. So he has to change his behavior. So that is what the influence of the group is. So worker as an individual, sometimes in a group also, suppose a certain worker is very fast as an individual. But moment he comes in a group, the group leader or whoever is, he will tell you, no, don't be smart enough, don't be fast, be average. Or iska opposite, if somebody may be slow as an individual, so moment he is in a group, he will get a warning. स्लो काम नहीं चलेगा, स्पीड बढ़ाइए. So the group will influence or it will change the attitude, behavior towards the work as well as towards the organization. So some groups may be very cohesive, means they are bonded tightly. That depends upon the leader also. Whereas some groups may be less, they can be broken up very easily. So group behavior is very important, very detrimental in an organization and to the management. Individual will form the group, group will form the union. And if they are not controlled or if they are not behaving properly, if they have ill intentions, then organization may suffer. So what is group dynamics? So group dynamics is an expression that describes the situation in which persons working together in a group accomplish certain things either positively or negatively in a way that cannot be explained adequately in terms of the individual acting separately. Because all the things, remember, cannot be done single handed. It's impossible. It's difficult to grow single handed. And that's why you need a team. If the chassis is to be turned and if it requires three people's means, it will require three people. It cannot be done by individual. Many times, suppose if I want to do shifting, हम लोग बोलते हैं एक आदमी से नहीं होगा, दो आदमी से नहीं होगा, चार आदमी दे. Shifting of the machines, equipments, installation. So the main concern of group dynamics is a teamwork, team spirit, motivation. And then what is the essence of the group? The group, it will provide security to its members. That's why the people are joining unions, because they feel secure, because they know individually I cannot fight if something goes wrong. Then there is a guidance, there are some norms, how much to produce. There is some personal touch, that is, if something goes wrong, then you know that you will be protected. And of course, some kind of work they do need formation of the groups. So there are two theories, theory X and theory Y. So what is theory X? Theory X was put forward by Douglas. So what he says, traditional framework for management thinking is based upon certain assumptions about human nature and human behavior. So negative approach should not be taken. Negative approach means there are some assumptions that supervisor makes. What are those assumptions? This is a negative approach. So you should be positive. Negative approach means supervisor thinks that On an average, the person does not like to work and will avoid it. That's a negative approach. Some may be, there are exceptions. So, if the person doesn't like to work, then they have to be controlled, they have to be directed, they have to be threatened, they should be punished. Even sometimes when our audit is done, external auditor, they come, why the attendance is less, students come, punish them. But punishment is not a solution. You have to handle them carefully, like a child behaving naughty. Punishment is not a solution. You have to think. So that negative approach, that people doesn't like to work, student doesn't like to study. Of course, there are exceptions. So that negative approach should not be there. Another thinking about negative approach is what the supervisor thinks, that most of the peoples will avoid the responsibility. They have no ambitions and they only want security. So that is also wrong. Yes, people want security, but there are many peoples who work in an insecure atmosphere because they are confident about their skills. They know that there is nothing like security. It's competitive market where you have to perform. I am capable enough to perform. So there are people who do not believe in security. So that was theory X, that is negative approach of the supervisor. Theory Y. Theory Y is based on the outcome of the research carried out on human behavior. And it is essentially a positive approach, optimistic. So he thinks that yes, my peoples are motivated on an average. They know the work. They are motivated. So what are the assumptions of theory Y? On an average, people like to work. They do not dislike the work. They will try to achieve their goal. They will work hard. It's a positive approach, good approach. People, they have commitment to the organization goals. People are not worried about the punishment. So everybody wants to work. Everybody wants to work positively. And everybody wants to achieve the goal. So that is a positive approach. And that is what is your theory wise. And many experiments are conducted. One of the experiment is Hawthorne experiment. So his experiments are, he has conducted experiments on importance of employee attitudes. Attitudes and aptitude. They are two different things. Most important is attitude. They also experiment. Hawthorne has also experimented on employee performance. What is the correlation between employee performance and his attitude? He has also experimented that if the employees are satisfied, how the organization will benefit. Like that. So the moral as a manager, you have to keep the moral of the people's high. So it is basically attitude or mental condition of the group which determines their willingness to cooperate. That is what is moral. So moral should be high. Then there is no problem in achieving the goals. So not only moral of the individual, but moral of the group. Karenge. So if the moral is high, the achievement will be high. So the high moral will imply loyalty, discipline, organizational strength, very high degree of employee interest, initiative, team spirit, enthusiasm. Then low moral will result in if the peoples are not motivated. The low moral, no interest. That will result in absenteeism. Labor turnover. Labor turnover means they will leave the job. Fights, quarrels, frustration among the peoples, complaints, legal actions. Always, something, which is not conducive. So, if you want to keep the moral high, what are the factors which affect the moral? The first thing is job factor. That is, if the employee has job satisfaction, if he has the job which is of interest to him, definitely his moral will be high. Many times it happens the job is not interesting, and the person who is living for the job is just going for the sake of earning. It's totally demotivated. No heart. Other factors which affects the moral is what is the background, what is the age, male, female, intelligence level, his skill, his training, and his experience. There are other factors also which affects the moral, like organizational efficiency. Sometimes unfair selections and promotions. मतलब इसको कुछ भी नहीं आता है तो भी इसको promotion मिल गया. So that affects the moral of the group a lot. हम इतना काम कर रहे हैं, हमको कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है. So that creates the frustrations. Rewards, incentives, it is the other reason which affects the moral. This moral can be measured also, and there are some techniques like questionnaire, then in group versus out group, and some other criteria. So I think it's time, so we'll discuss this later. If you have any doubt, you please ask. Okay, thank you.